Hello, friends. It's Wednesday. On Wednesday, we download. We all know that. Are you ready to rock and roll? Give me a little shout out. Tell me what you're excited about when you hear the title Money, Money, Money. Because you got to sing it. You can't just say the title, you got to sing the title. Tell me what you're excited about when you hear the title, when it comes to your life, because I am fully, and I do mean fully, aware that money can be a subject that is emotional, and it can bring out great emotions. It can bring out tension. It can bring out fear. It can bring out a lot of different things. And so we're gonna hit some of these. We're not gonna go like crazy deep because we have 30 minutes together on YouTube, but money can be a very deep conversation. And so we're going to hit on a little bit. We're going to talk about really bringing clarity to your business of if you want to make more money. Are you guys, I have assumptions. When you show up to the HDK download, I have assumptions. I have assumptions that you are hungry. I have assumptions that you are ready to build. I have assumptions that you're ready to work. And I hope I'm right. So if I'm right, and we all know I'm always right, then you're ready to make more money and you desire to make money, but also there's a need to make money. I would highly recommend finding a need to make money because that is something that I have done really well over 21 years is create a need. When I multiple times in my life and in my business, my husband and I got to a point where financially, I'd be cool. Like I didn't have to work harder. I could maintain a beautiful business that I've built. But that's not the way I'm wired. And I know that if I have ambition, that I need to kind of put my money where my mouth is. And so I have caused myself, totally brought it on myself in all the ways, made myself need to make money. So I am somebody who definitely there's a lot of people that have been in business for 21 years that are like, I'm cool, like I'm doing a thing. That's not me. That's not me. That's why you're here, because I am also hungry. I am not even close to be where I want to be in financially. Now, here is something that I want to give you before we start this conversation. Keep saying hi to me. I see a lot of you watching, and say hi in the comments. It helps my algorithm, and you guys have to help my algorithm, please, 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 please. One thing that I have definitely switched over the last year of my business. I am probably very similar to you, where when I started, it was D personality, high I. Power and achievement is my love language, or my love language is actually that as well. My basic need, like I am a driven human being, right? Well, so when I came into Mary Kay, like it was how fast could I go up the career path? Like, what's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next title? What's my next job? Those kinds of things. And in the last year, I have really grown to, and I do believe this is growth, I've really grown to my goal for my business is to continue to be in business, to make money for my family. Mary Kay is not the end all be all. It was never designed to be. Mary Kay Ash didn't want that. She wanted it to be the vehicle to get what you want out of life and to help other people, to help yourself, to provide for your family. That's always what this has been about. And I heard a conversation with her that she had with one of her ending of life conversations. And her question to her friend, who was a national sales director, was, are my girls making money? It was very important to Mary Kay Ash that this is a financial blessing to your life. It was not meant to be a hobby. Now, it can be. I'm not poo-pooing on the hobby thing. I think there is so many other benefits to this business, personal growth, community, all of those things. But the crux of it is she built this business and founded this business, and we continue to be so passionate about it is because this business makes money for our family. And so that's a big tenet I want you to think of when we're talking about this training. This is our goal. This is not a bad thing. This is not something to be ashamed of. This is not something to apologize for. Girls, we are in this business to make money. Now, not step all over people, not take advantage of people, not manipulate people. No, no, no. You can serve people and make money at the same time. In fact, duh. That is what this business is all about. So don't think that this is one thing or the other. This should be a both thing. Okay, so money, 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 money. Are you ready? Part one. We have 4 parts of this training. Part number 1 is 3 money truths. 3 money truths. And it's not just about Mary Kay, they're just money truths in life. And I'm how many of us have a business degree? Probably not many. This is, I was a social worker. They didn't teach money in social work because you didn't have any and you never were. That was the joke's on me. Ha ha. So they didn't teach anything to do with money. My family did not come from money, did not have a great relationship with money. I've been in more money issues than you can possibly even fathom. I actually do think that on the Mary Kay mobile app, my wealth management, it's not wealth management, but it's in the wealth section. I did a training for Mary Kay Corporate on money because I was so far in debt and used my business to get out of debt twice. So, and buy my dream house and then be able to buy this is above my dream house. I don't even know what this house we live in. This is like a lot of other people. This is like, I don't know. I don't even know what this is. But this was never on this house was never on my dream poster. But money has been a very big deal. It's always a big deal when you don't have any. There's the news flash. It's never a big deal when you're flush. Okay. You just don't think about it. But when you don't have it, you don't have enough, it becomes a very big deal. Okay, so 3 money truths. Ready? Number 1, you don't make money from activity. You make money from the right activity. Now, this is such an important premise in our business because I could put our job description down and I could think of 50 things that we do every day, especially if you're a sales director. It's probably 100 on your list, but you have a long list of activities that what it means to be an independent beauty consultant, right? Well, you have about 10 that actually make you money. So if you aren't 100% clear on what those 10 are, I'm guessing 10, then that needs to be your first step because you have to have clarity. Number 2 step is how much of your precious minutes of the day that you're working your Mary Kay, it could be 5 hours a week, but those precious 5 hours, how many are spent on the long list of 50 and how many are spent on the short list of 10? That right there will change your life because this is just a saying that makes me completely insane is I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm so busy doing this. I'm so busy doing that, except you're not advancing. You're not moving forward in your business financially. If you're so busy and you're not making more money, there is a problem. And it's a great problem to have because then you can just change your activity. No big deal. No big deal. But you've got to know what that activity looks like. Okay. Number 2, your business pays you at the level that you deserve. Oh, wait, that you believe you deserve. Oh, that's 2 very, very, very different things. The business does not pay you what you need. The business does not pay you what you want. The business pays you believe you deserve because your belief system impacts your activity, which impacts your paycheck, correct? Okay, number 3, money responds to clarity, consistency, and connection. So if you don't know what you're doing here, what you're building, what you're offering, neither do your customers. If there is no clarity, there can't be consistency, and there certainly can't be connection, which probably means you're not making any cash. Okay, so those are your 3 money truths that I hope just sit taller, a little bit higher, and go, okay, which of those is kind of my Achilles heel right now? Or are all 3? So that needs to be your first clarity question. Okay, now part two, let's go a little bit deeper. Just we gotta know some things, right? The more we know, the more we can um, change change our activity, change our direction, change our mindset. So we have to be aware. These are great money making questions that create awareness. Now, here's the cool thing. I love therapy, right? I've been in therapy, I've been in counseling, I've done all those things. But so much of the time, we don't need counseling, we don't need therapy, we need clarity. We need to be aware of what we're thinking, because if you're aware of what you're thinking, you can capture it and go, "Oh, well that's dumb. That's because my dad said that one time. I don't actually believe that, but you're carrying it around with you because you weren't aware that you had that thought." So, awareness, I think, is 80% of the battle. So, let's ask ourselves some questions. Number one, what do you believe about women who make a lot of money? And if you want to be brave, write it in the chat. You can write it on your piece of paper. I'd actually kind of be interested to know what you what you believe about women who make a lot of money, because it could be very positive, it could be somewhat positive and a little bit negative, it could be a lot negative. Anybody want to share? What do you believe about women who make a lot of money? You've got to be super honest with yourself on this, because this could reveal where you're, if you just have a thought and you don't even know where it came from, it doesn't even make any sense. But like you kind of have this ruminating thought of women who make a lot of money are selfish. Women who make a lot of money are lonely. Women who make a lot of money are frivolous. Women who make a lot of money, ooh, I love this, Valerie, have great systems in place. Women who make a lot of money are very strong, very disciplined, baddies. Darla, I love that. Okay, these are good positive ones. Any negative ones in there? Women who make a lot of money are. And so what if you think that women who make a lot of money are selfish? Let's do this first one that I said, selfish. And the very last thing in the world that you want to be is selfish. You will equate making a lot of money with selfish. And therefore, you will do everything in your power, AKA self-sabotage, to never make a whole lot of money, because you have equated it somewhere weirdly that women who make a lot of money are selfish. And that would like hurt your soul, right? Of course it would hurt your soul. I don't know what I'm doing with my bun here, but let's just go with it. Women who make a lot of money certainly don't know how to do their hair. I'll tell you that. Okay, and even okay, Christine, let me take yours real quick. Women who make a lot of money are very disciplined. So if you view yourself as not a disciplined woman, you view yourself as somebody who can't make a lot of money. So there are some things in there. Now, the good thing is once we have a hold of it and we've got awareness about it, then we can start doing some things about it. Because a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't actually really think that. Or, man, I kind of do. Why do I think that? Maybe there's one example in your life, one person that affected that, when you've got 30 other examples that go against it. But you can start to dig in there and go, hold on, that's actually not true. It felt true, but it's not true. And now we have a little bit of awareness about it. Okay, number two. I love this. Are you ready? Where am I playing it safe because I'm afraid of hearing no? Where am I playing it safe because I'm afraid of hearing no? This answer is going to show you where money is being left on the table. Now, if there was money on the table, would you leave it there? If you saw money on the table, would you leave it there? No, ma'am, you wouldn't. But why are you afraid of hearing the word no? Where are you playing it safe because you're afraid of hearing the word no? I would venture a guess, my friends, that there's a lot of places that we're afraid of hearing the word no, or else you wouldn't have time to be with me on Wednesdays at noon because you're booking, because you're holding messenger parties, because you're doing skincare trials, you're messaging people, you're calling people, you're doing facials, you're doing parties. Like you would be so busy because there would be nothing that stops you. You'd just be going because you're not afraid of hearing the word no. So tell me, where are you playing it safe because you're afraid of hearing the word no? Okay, number three, which of your daily habits are actually money generating and which are just keeping you busy? That's kind of what we talked about at the beginning. Activity alone does not make you money. The right activity makes you money. So where are in your habits, and if you really need to dig in here, go back on my YouTube channel, in this HDK download, one of the titles that we did early on, probably in June or July, and it's July, and my time management matrix for consultants. That will show you where you can be in multiplication, addition, division, subtraction, and that's going to show you where you've got some time leaks. Because like I said, it's going to be really easy with a list of 50 things that we can do as consultants to find the 40 that don't actually make us any money. Real easy. It's not a character flaw. It's just an absence of awareness that we created procrastination or maybe. So go in there, dig into there. Daily habits are actually money generating and which are just keeping you busy. Okay, number four. I love this one. What would the version of me who earns double what you make right now, what would she say yes to? And what would she stop tolerating? And this goes back to our conversation about atomic habits as the identity. Who are you? Are you the kind of person that wastes time? Are you the kind of person who tolerates procrastination? When you identify as the person who I earn double, let's just whatever you're making right now. I am the woman that does this. I am the woman that finds the right things, activities to do. I'm not afraid of hearing the word no. I make double the money that I'm making right now. What am I going to stop tolerating? When you are that person and you act as if, it changes your identity. And like I said, if you have not read Atomic Habits, just go back, just put it on Chat GPT and say, tell me everything about the word in Atomic Habits about identity and that build your identity. And if you really, I think one of the examples in the book is, oh, no, thanks, I stopped smoking. Instead of saying, no, I don't smoke. So you stop the identity as a former smoker, you bring on the identity as a non-smoker. It helps you quit smoking. So it's about who you identify, who you are, and who you want to be. What would the version of you say that makes double the amount of money that you make now? What would she say yes to? And what would she stop tolerating? Okay, there's a question about warm chatter in here. And here's the thing about warm chatter. You don't have to do it. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like I'm letting you off the hook because I just can't stand just bringing all of this baggage along with this. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. I need to be doing this. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. Stop beating yourself up about it. Now, if you're an outgoing person, I don't like the word warm chatter. I've never liked the warm chatter. Like that's not my thing, but I love talking to people and I love giving out samples. Love it, love it, love it. Saturday at lunch, two of the waitresses, I walked in there and I was like, girls, how many times have I been in here and I am not giving you samples? Shame on me. Like, what is up with me? So I asked skin type, where they are on aging and all of that, gave them samples, and then we all follow each other on Instagram. It's just that easy. I don't like the word warm chatter, so I would take that out of my vocabulary. I just meet people and give away presents. That's it. That takes the pressure off of this has to look a certain way and I have to get a certain thing out of it. I love to meet people and I love to give away presents. I love our product so much that if you're not using our product, I feel bad for your face. I genuinely feel bad for your face and your wallet. So I would like to fix that problem. And all I am doing is fixing people's problems. Fixing your skin, fixing your checkbook, fixing convenience. I love it. Okay, number 5. This is the last one in this section. Who needs to hear from me today that I have been avoiding messaging, inviting, or following up with? Write it down. Write it down on your piece of paper. Who needs to hear from me today that I've been avoiding messaging, inviting, or following up with? This is the one that's going to get you into immediate action. There is nothing that will solve more problems than immediate action. Something I say all the time because my yoga instructor says it is movement is medicine. If you need to correct something, if you need to make something better, get in action, right? Okay. Now, part 3, let's move on. Let's do some practical things, just a couple of things that can get you into some shifts about increasing your income. Number 1 is shift from I hope they buy. That is not an abundance mentality. That's a very selfish mentality, and it's not going to bring you all the things that you want. I promise. Shift that from I help people decide. I help them navigate through the craziness of the beauty industry. That's what I think I do well. Is there's a lot of things coming at them and there's a lot of choices. Even going to Target, you're just inundated with all this stuff. Like, how do you even know what to get? My job is to help navigate them through the beauty industry. I love it. I'm going to help them with what they need to use and help them with what they don't need to use. I'm going to help them stop wasting money. I'm going to help them it more convenient. I'm going to help them with the 100% satisfaction guarantee. I'm going to help all of those things. I do not start the conversation with my mindset of, I hope they buy. Because I believe that if I teach people how to use the product, they will buy the product. If I teach people to love the company, they will be a part of this company in some form or fashion. I'll have to convince them. I don't have to, I really need the money so bad. When you work with enough people, you don't have to white knuckle. Okay. If you feel like you're white knuckling, like nobody's saying yes, and I can't get anything to happen, and you're like this, then you're not working with enough people. If you start to get panicky, that's your red flag of, I need more volume. So I better go hand out some product samples. That's what I'd be doing. Having fun with our product. This is not sales, it's service. Okay, I'm going to give you a little 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown here. If you need a little formula, I love a good formula. Just helps me get my mind in gear. Let's do a little formula of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 every day, and this should take you 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes in a day, you should be able to get this done. 5 new reach outs. Who are people that haven't heard from you lately, or people you've never talked to at all? 5 new people to reach out to. And that could be because you handed out samples yesterday, or it could be anything. I hope that you're using your social media like a lead generator. I hope, like, somebody messaged me earlier today about business cards, and I was like, girl, I don't even own business cards anymore. Like, I went to dig some out because I was going to put some at the gym. And I'm like, that has the wrong email on it. Like, has the marykay.com email. How long has it been since we had a marykay.com email? Like, forever ago. I don't have business cards because I use my social media as a business card. Are you on Instagram or Facebook? Which one's better? I can do TikTok, but I'm just not on TikTok. So, I mean, I'm on there, but I'm not on there. The other ones are much easier for me. That's how I connect with people. And so that can be the new way that I reach out. And I have 5 new friends on Facebook. Those are my 5 reach outs for today. Number 4, the fourth one, or the 5, 4, 4 follow-ups a day. Who do you need to check in with samples, information that you sent, product that they've ordered, they've been interested previously? Who do you need to circle back around to follow up with? This notoriously gets me stuck. I love proactive work. I will message anybody. I will talk to anybody. Like, I love the initial process of it. That's really fun for me. Following up is not as fun for me. So I have to make myself do it. And this little countdown would do that. I need 4 follow-ups every day, or, the 3 days a week that you're going to do this, whatever that is. Number 3, customer touches. 3 customer touches. Texting, hey, how you doing? Writing a note. When's the last time you wrote a handwritten note to a customer or a team member? They love that. Little thank you, a little, maybe even just like a social media, like she posted that her daughter was graduating from college in December, and there was congratulations, and then a message, congratulations, that's so exciting. Like those kinds of nurturing contacts. That's why people will stay with you, because they know you and you know them. Number 2, reorders or any kind of replenishment. So 2, who need you check with product? Like, who's due? Who's like, wait, they usually buy Voluform lifting serum every 6 weeks. I have not heard from her in a couple months. I need to check back with her. Or, man, she hasn't bought since last year. I wonder what she's doing. I need to check in with her. So who are 2 people that you need to circle back around with? And a great way, if you've got a good system, somebody said good systems, Valerie, I'm not techie in that way. I'm spirally. And I have so many spirals full of so many people's information. So if I'm stuck and I'm like, I don't even know who my 5 reach outs or my 4 follow-ups or my 3 customer touches or my 2 reorders need to be, I'd be going back and looking at all my pieces of paper or in my customer database, or I've got a stack of sales tickets sitting on my desk. Like, when's the last time I followed up with these girls? So where are you housing your information? Old layering sheets. If you don't know how to work a layering sheet, there's also a great training, if I do say so myself, in the HDK download section, and it's under team building. Okay, and then your 1 is 1 new face. Whether it's in person, you're sending samples to, she's doing a skincare trial like we talked about last week, whether it's a referral that you're getting to know about skin, and then you're booking that next thing, makeover, like whatever it is, new face. Honestly, what I would consider a new face, did she do the Skin Analyzer app? Did you guys have a conversation about skin, what she's using, what she doesn't love, what are skin concerns, what is she looking for, lifestyle results, etc. And then you send her samples? That is a face to me. Absolutely a face to me. Okay, so that you should be able to do in 30-ish minutes, especially if you've got great systems on how you are keeping track of your people. The secret to my stuff, and I think it's in the time management, is when I have on my list call people or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do my little mini happy hour there, I will waste a lot of time. But if I have a list of people to contact, man, I fly. Coming up with the people sometimes is what sends me into sort of a procrastination mode. But if my list is already made from the day before, boom, I am Speedy Gonzalez when it comes to that list. Okay. And I'm going to skip this part. I might post it in the or maybe we can talk about it later. And it's about solution conversations, just how to be more solution minded than sales minded. And I'll give you an example with like charcoal mask. Instead of saying, oh, this is a great mask and it deep cleans, this isn't just a mask. It's the thing that unclogs your pores and smooths your skin so your makeup goes on like velvet. It's about those kinds of that wording to use with your product. And you can look up solution conversations. It just keeps the Bob Hillig on Instagram is really good about things like this. Just about you're solving the problem. You're not just telling them one more thing that they need to buy. Like, do you need smoother skin? And do you need smoother pores and clean pores so your makeup goes on better? Well, then charcoal mask is what you want. It's not just a charcoal mask that, deep cleans your face and there's a picture of it, but like what's okay. And then we're going to close up with 3 identity decisions. You ready? I want you to commit to one of these. Hey, if you're an overachiever, commit to all 3, but at least one. I will operate like a woman whose time is valuable. If you feel like you're having some time leaks from your week, this might be a great stance for you to take. I will operate like a woman whose time is valuable. The thing is that time is not created equal. Like you can spend 5 hours a week on your business and literally not get anywhere. But if you do the right things, you can get everywhere in 5 hours a week. It's not a matter of working more. It's about doing the right work. So will you operate like a woman whose time is valuable? You ain't saying no, or you ain't saying yes to things that don't move the needle. Not right now. Your time is too valuable. Number 2, how about the stance of I will treat my business like a business, not like a hobby. And this is a Mary Kay-ism from you treat your business like a business, it'll pay you. Treat it like a hobby, and it'll cost you. Hobbies cost money, guys. Businesses make money. So are you going to treat your business like a business, not a hobby? It's just going to elevate your effort. It's going to elevate your energy, makes you more purposeful. And then the last one is, I love this one. I will be unapologetic about earning more. I will stop apologizing for wanting to make more money, what I want to use it on. So I am going to be unapologetic about earning more. This will break down any kind of guilt barrier that you have. And I have never had a problem so much like with the guilt of it until people say things to me. And of course, I don't want you to not like me, and I don't want you to think I'm selfish, and I don't want you to think I'm materialistic, and I don't want any of those things. I don't want you to think those things about me, right? So that when people say to me, "Why do you need a house that big?" Well, that seems like that. Man, I've heard so many things. That seems excessive. I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of things that could invoke guilt. And sometimes it stops me in my tracks. But and not about me. If I make the money, I deserve the money. I can spend it on whatever I want. And so can you. And so can you. So I want you to be unapologetic about earning more and doing whatever you want with it. Whatever you want. Even if your parents think it's impractical, even if your friends think you're doing too much, or whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever it is. Okay. Thank you, Shelly, for starting this. What's your stance going to be out of those 3 things? I love Shelly's. I will treat my business like a business and not a hobby. You will be unapologetic about earning more money. You don't have to apologize to nobody. You don't have to have any guilt coming through there. You don't have to have, nope. That's about them. That's not about you. I love it, Darla. Okay. So guys, hone in. What the version of you that's going to make double the amount of money that you're currently making, what is she going to say yes to? What is she going to say no to? What's she going to stop apologizing for? Who the heck is she going to message? You are leaving money on the table. How is that okay with you? Christine, girl, I don't respond. I don't respond when people say something negative to me. It's not about me. I don't need to defend it. I don't even need to acknowledge it. It's not about me. And I'm cool with it. It's taken a little bit to get cool with it. It's, sometimes it stings. And then I have to whoa, hold on. That's not about me. And also, I am good with my decisions. I'm hecka good with my decisions. Because if it triggers you, it's about you. And I'm not going to get triggered by that because it's not about me. I am solid in what I'm doing. So if you're solid, they ain't got nothing for me. It's not about me. It's about them. Now, if you're not solid, that might be a little bit of a different horse of a different color, as Wizard of Oz says. So I don't. If you guys see my social media, anytime somebody says something negative to me, I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't care. Sometimes it really does irritate me, but that's just, I don't care. Whatever. That's about them, not about me. You got to have a thick skin, you know? You really do. I think to be a successful woman, you've got to be pretty okay with you and pretty okay with what you're doing. So if you're not, that's a great place to start. Great place to start. Okay. We've got 6 weeks till Christmas, 5 weeks till Christmas. Let's make some money. This is not a New Year's thing. This is not when the time is right and everything after the busyness of the holidays. Bull. That is a trap, a trap, a trap. Right now we make money. Right now we stop apologizing for how much money we make and how much money we want to make. Right now we make decisions based on who we want to be. And that version of you that she's fierce right now. Ready, set, go. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Please share me with your other Mary Kay friends. Let's get the word out that we can stop apologizing for who we are and what. Okay? Okay. Mwah. See you next week. Oh, wait. Next week. Next week's day before Thanksgiving? Yeah. No, I will not see you next week. I've got a chiropractor's appointment that was that's right in there. But I will see you after that. And you guys are awesome. And go make me proud. Guys, go do something with this information. Do something with our 30 minutes together or 36 minutes together. Okay. Bye, guys.